Hello, guys. How's it going? Zach Ginn here. We are live. Welcome. So, in today's video, this is going to be a live $10,000 coaching guru coaching call. I mean, you spend 10 grand at a regular coaching or wholesaling coach, you're going to get these coaching calls, and I'm going to give you the same exact value that those guys bring when you pay $10,000 for them. And wanted just to really do an even playing field when it comes to these coaching calls. So wanted to give you absolute everything I can give in value today. No holds bar. I'm not going to hold any of my top secrets from you behind a paywall. This is absolutely all 100% going to be free. I want to literally put these gurus out of business, and that's what I'm doing today. And also be wholesaling Q&A. So please, you have any questions at all, let me know. I would absolutely love to help you out with any of the questions you got. If you want, I'm going to go post a link here in about 5 minutes into this, and you can hop on here and talk to me. This is a coaching call. This is a Q&A. Literally, my goal for this video is, if you're watching this in the past, this is recorded. Hey, there's a lot of great stuff I'm going to talk about here, but if you're watching this live, 100% join in. My goal for you, if you're watching this or without, if you watch this full thing, I guarantee if you watch it, you will become a better real estate wholesaler, better real estate investor, and hopefully overall just a better person than before you watch this video. That is my 100% goal. And obviously, I don't really have a profit incentive for this, so I can go for as long as I want because I don't have a 2-minute cutoff, because that's the most I can do without doing my other coaching stuff. So basically, I don't do coaching, don't do any of that stuff. I'm just here to help you guys out, become the best real estate wholesaler possible. So let's get some water. Got the water on here ready, and I'm super excited to help people out here. So let's look at some of the comments here, and let's get in. It gets a couple minutes for that algorithm to really send the notifications on, telling people to hop on here. But if you're watching this really quickly, remember, comment below your questions. I definitely will answer 100% of the questions asked here. Try my best here. And I'm basically, please smash that like button and subscribe. So like this video and subscribe. Also leave a comment. Love to help you guys out. So that is basically what I'm here for. So Mary B. Snaggin says, Zach, man, what's up? What's up? Been a while since I've done a live like this. I'm just so excited to finally get back here on a live stream. Quick announcement for Flip with Rick. We have dedicated now. We do one live video a week. That is the Bags Riches podcast. But starting to think maybe I should do a live every single week also. So 2 lives a week. More live streaming from me or Rick. And basically, I can talk about a topic for maybe 30, 40 minutes in depth. I mean, you know the value I'm trying to bring here. And then we can do a Q&A after. Really just like connecting with people, because that's absolutely what I'm trying to do. Just trying to help you guys out. Really trying to figure this stuff out. And that's what we're doing. Everyone else, they're selling courses and stuff. So I got a lot of free time on my hands to help you guys out. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So what's up, Mary B. Snaggin? What's up? What's up? What's up, Alfred? How are you? How are you? Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. Ivan says, hey, Zach, thank you so much for doing this, doing anything possible for my first deal. Greetings from SoCal. Ivan, you are an absolute beast. I 100% believe that you can do this. That is the only person that you need any justification from. I 100% believe that you can do this, and you will get your first real estate wholesaling deal. Do it hard enough, you 100% can do it. So what's up, Manuel? How are you? How are you? How are you? All right. Thank you guys for the comments. It's helping the YouTube algorithm, shows it to more people. And another part about these lives, which I love, is people discover me. More people discover me from like doing a live stream or something like that than anything. And the more people that get to watch this, that means the less money they spend on a guru. Hopefully I can save them like 10 grand on a guru course. So let's adjust the lighting here really quick. There we go. A little better. And yeah, I'm just trying to help people out. So Royal says, I'm cold calling when listening. Whoop, whoop. All right, sweet. Royal, if you can, I know you're cold calling right now. Let me know what time you're consistently cold calling. I'm really curious. I'd love to know what times people are having success with their cold calling. For me, when it comes to cold calling for real estate wholesaling, 2 to 7 p.m. has been absolute the best for me. It was my tried and true method in college, 2 to 7 for a full year straight. Easily made 6 figures wholesaling real estate virtually in college, then in person did the bandit signs. And you guys all know my story. So Remember, this is live, so like you will see my other videos, they're not like edited perfectly. There's no color grading. There's nothing really crazy fancy, so I'll put the ums and buts in there. Like, hey, this is who I am live. You're really not going to get a different person. You talk to me at a restaurant or something, you run into me, I'm going to be the same exact person, and that's 100%. I've been shocked. I've met some coaches and gurus in person. They are completely different than what they are like behind the videos. Like they're all lucky go happy, and then in person they're just like just weird. It's like they put a fake persona on. But I can rant forever. This is who I am. I'm not going to change who I am, but just trying to help. So thanks. Seth, what's up? Seth, I don't think I've ever heard from you ever. No offense, but I'm so happy I heard from you guys. We get so many people like hopping on these things. I just love meeting new people in wholesaling. What's your opinion on, great question, Seth. What's your opinion on wholesaling on market properties? So I have a video, basically any question you guys have too. If you search something, space flip with Rick, I almost guarantee there's a video on it. So for this example, if you go to MLS space flip with Rick, there will be two guides, one on dealing with realtors for wholesaling real estate, and then the next one, which will basically talk about how to wholesale on the MLS. So Seth, not to get too much in nitty gritty, so there's a video on that, but depends, Seth, if you are in a dual agency state or not. So let me pull this up because 100% don't know all of the states, but I know in Florida you can't do this. So wholesaling on the MLS, it's really good. I mean, if you're in the right state for it. So in Florida, you can still do it. It's a lot tougher. If you try a $10 earnest money deposit, these wholesalers these agents are going to absolutely like just attack you. And it's, oh my gosh, it's not good. But if you go in there with some earnest money deposit, you could wholesale it. So it's a lot tougher. Trust me, but you can. I prefer off market. I do a very few amount of on market properties a year just because of how hot the market is. It's just so much better doing it. And also, guys, if you can hear me, please confirm that you can hear me. If I've been just ranting and raving and trying to give value and I do like hours and hours of this and the volume's not working, I'll probably go in a corner and cry. So let me go really quickly, just confirm on YouTube that you guys can hear me. And let's see here. All right. You guys can hear me. We're good. Okay. Sorry about that. But yes, so the best one to do MLS wholesaling is basically you find the listing, you offer to that agent who has it listed if they can represent you on the buy side and the sell side, so they get the full 6% commission, not the 3% commission. Because realtors, shocker, I know there's realtors watching this. I love realtors. I got realtors in my family. No ill will against realtors, but like wholesalers, sometimes realtors are greedy. And at the end of the day, there's so many great ethical ones, but a lot of them are out there for their own bottom dollar. They're all there for their profits. So if you could give an offer, let's say it's listed for $150,000, rough numbers here, and you offer it at 120, but your 120 offer gets a 6% commission. So basically, pulling up my calculator here, your $120,000 offer will net the realtor $7,200 in commissions, versus if there was an offer for $140K at 3% commission, they get $4,200. So my lower offer would actually net the realtor $3,000 more money. So if they're greedier, they'd go with you. Then at 120, you could wholesale it, maybe make 10 to 15. That's the best when you're not doing dual agency. Dual agency basically states that a realtor can't be on the buy and the sell side at the same time. So really quickly, dual agency states here. Let me pop this up really quick. Again, guys, watching this, I'm not a lawyer or financial advisor, CPA, so please don't sue me, bro. That's not who I am. So dual agency states. Okay, so dual agency is prohibited in Alaska, Colorado, Florida, which is my home market where I'm living right now, Kansas, Maryland, Oklahoma, Texas, and Vermont. So those are where you can't do that strategy. And then if you're in those states, you can find something on the MLS and, try to get the 3%. You're going to have to shoot so many offers out there. But honestly, you do enough offers, you're going to get them accepted. It's like anything. Like you could be absolutely terrible at shooting 3-point shots for basketball. Like absolutely terrible. You shoot enough of those shots, one's going to go in. Like you might have to shoot 300 like 3-pointers if you've never shot a basketball before, but one of those things are going to go in. It's just statistically possible. So I like it. Seemed like the MLS with wholesaling, it's the same thing. You shoot enough offers, one's going to get accepted, and that's going to change your entire life. Thank you guys so much for the comments. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, I'm slacking. All right. How many total unresponsive, sup, Ivan? How many total unresponsive texts do you send before ending that attempt to reach them? What is a good sequence? 2 to 4 days in a row, spread 2 to 3. Uh, an unresponsive text, in my personal opinion, so it's a loaded question with the texting, but if someone texts you that they're interested in selling the property or the real estate, they're in my video already. We're going to hit them every week. Now, if I text like an outgoing text, and what is it? I see it. Connection is unstable. All right, guys, it says my connection is unstable. So if I have an issue with the Wi-Fi, let me know. And yeah, really quick. Sorry about that. So let me just check my connection really quick. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, yeah, we're fine. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if we're doing an outbound one from like smszach.com, probably I would text them every month. That's kind of what I do. I don't really spread it too crazy. Every month's kind of what I do. How do you deal with multiple phone numbers from one contact? Text all phone numbers for one contact. My skip tracing produces up to 10 numbers. So Ivan, let me help you out here. Use the top 3 numbers. The rest, keep them in your file. Keep it in your Google Drive. Trust me, they're good enough. But just use the top 3 for right now. I've tried everything. I've tried 5 through 7, doing like phone numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on like a one where I don't talk about their names and just trying to do a general one in that area code. I've done it all, man. In my personal opinion, phone numbers 1 through 3, you'll get them. So I text all phone number 1s, all phone number 2s, and all phone number 3s. That is my opinion from so many texts I've sent out. That's probably where I found the best ones at. Thanks for the question, though. Mary B. Snaggett says, how do you get the code violation list? That's a great question. How I personally get the code violation list is I get it straight from the horse's mouth because I see a horse thing on here. So basically what I do is go to the local county. So I don't know what market you're in, but it basically be the code violation department. That's probably what I would do. It could be code enforcement, code violation department, code enforcement, code compliance. They're all different names, but they're all crazy, but they're all good. Donna says, hi, Zach. Hi. Hello. Z, the Chief. I love the name. Great. Guys, also comment below what market you're in. Urban here is from Dallas, Texas. Guys, the comments is for commenting questions, but if you're in a personal market and you want to connect with somebody, so for example, if I'm just going to take Urban out here, if Urban is doing this from Facebook and Urban said, like, hey, I'm in Dallas, Texas. Anyone wants to, collaborate with me, hit me up. Let's connect. Hey, go hit them up. And then just search the name on there. So go do that. Derek says, I found a property, then I skip traced the owner, called, but their phones keep going to voicemail and it's full. So I sent a postcard to them. Any advice? Derek, in my personal opinion, so if I don't think they're ghosting you. They're not answering it. Let's see. So if the voicemail's not full, that's good. Okay, Derek, if you're in that local market, I recommend you found a property, you skip trace the owner, it keeps going to voicemail. If this is a driving for dollars lead, try to knock on the door or leave like a yellow sticky note and just write something like, hey, this is Derek. I had a really quick question. Please give me a call back at this number. Write on a sticky note, slap it on the property. Very, very high chance to get a call back. That's probably my recommendation. Appreciate the content, dude. That honestly, hand on my heart, that means so much to me. I'm telling you, your support, you guys, you've given here. I think I looked at my stats a year ago, and it was crazy. I was so pumped up because I was getting like 15 views a day. I was like, oh my gosh, 15 people are like taking their time out of their day to watch me. This is like unbelievable. And I mean, from what it's turned into now, it's just it's unbelievable. And honestly, I'm humbled every day. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. What's up, Alex? How are you? I'm going to put your name, bro. I'm really sorry, dude. Is it Quantel? Sorry, bro. Like, I'm really trying to say names right. I am absolutely terrible at names. So I'll call you bro, I guess. What's up, man? How are you? From Tucson. Let me know, man. Is Tucson as rough as like Phoenix? I know they're different, basically metropolitan areas, but I know Phoenix is nuts, like absolute crazy. But is Tucson that crazy too? Let me know. I know some guys actually doing a lot of deals in like North Arizona. I'm curious about that too. First, just got my first deal assigned for $10,000 and the second one that way. Let's go, man. I don't want to be that guy who screams in a microphone, but let's go, man. So excited. Thank Sam. You are an absolute beast. Let me know what market you got that in too, man. That's great. The reason why I ask you is if, like you say, you got this in, Houston, Texas, there's probably a 17-year-old kid right now from Houston, Texas watching this that would love to see that. And like, it motivate them to be like, wow, if this guy did it, I can too. And that, honestly, that's what I'm trying to do. Let's see. Joshua says, watching this at work. What's up? Cold calling after. Let's go. You're getting after it, man. You are getting better today. Hello, Rick, and like for me, thank you. Thanks, Daniel. This is Zach, by the way, but thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. I'm just following that you suggest 2 to 7. Great, great, great. Let me know if you're getting any success from that and how consistent you're doing it. Always curious to see how I can help you as much as possible. Solo Dolo, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you, man? How are you? Manuel, is your contracts good for use in California? Now, again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a CPA, financial advisor, any of that fun jazz. But I recommend legally, I have to say this. So if you take the contract, which is basically www.flipwiththerick.com/contract, excuse me, with that below. Basically go to www.flipwiththerick.com/contract. That is our free wholesaling contract and our free assignment of contract. So pretty cool. Let's pop up that comment on here. Get so many comments, man. You're getting lost in them. So if you go there, I recommend you go see a lawyer to, switch it up here and there just because of legal implications. There's 50 states people are watching me. There's people watching me from like Australia, people watching me from like Trinidad and Tobago. Like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. People from the Caribbean, the Bahamas. Shout out to all my international people watching. Absolute beautiful countries you guys are in. But yes, I more or less that contract will work in California. Legally, you need to go see a lawyer. But there's guys that download it in California and they use it and they get deals. That's all I could say about that. But again, contact a lawyer if you want to switch it. Also comes with the assignment of contract too. Absolutely free. Mark says, yo. Hey, how many leads do you give to each cold caller per week? And what's your KPIs for your cold calling campaigns? So rough numbers, each cold caller will hopefully produce, I'm trying to think. I mean, it depends what you consider a lead. So a lead, someone that's like on the fence is a lead. If they're not, I mean, really depends. I think a good cold caller could get you 10 to 15 leads. But what's a lead really? I would say a good cold caller can give you 2 to 3 extremely like really qualified leads. And hopefully an appointment a day if you got enough cold callers out there. But it's really dependent. But the KPIs you really want to be at there, you want to check how many dials you get per week. And I mean, dollars per day, dollars per hour, what your answer rate is. And really the numbers are getting worse every single year. So the KPIs is going to change a little. I don't want to get too much in the numbers because I know people watch this from like years in the future. But if you can get, honestly, in front of, I would say 15 to 20,000 people a month with the amount of cold callers, you should get consistently not have a problem with deals. But it's a lot of phone numbers you got to send out there though. Sending out your assignment of contract tonight. Let's go, Abra. Let's go. Woo! I'm loving it. I think I screamed there, whatever. Michael Roberts says, hey, Zach, what's up, Michael? How are you? How are you? Mary B. Snagget, I want to cold calls, but I have nowhere to do it. Let me know. You can basically use Google Voice absolutely for free to do it. If you're watching this on YouTube, you have a Google account, you can absolutely download Google Voice and you can, change your life. Get some phone numbers. TruePeopleSearch.com is absolutely for free. There's literally no excuse not to go cold calling right now. I mean, you can watch this video and then cold call after, but absolutely you can do whatever you want, but there's no excuse. You have nowhere to do it. If you're watching this on a computer or a phone, you can absolutely cold call. I 100% believe that. Good. What is your day-to-day involvement in your virtual wholesaling business? I'm basically hands-off on it. We got acquisitions people dealing with a lot of it. Basically, I will sign the contracts and really underwrite a deal that we get under contract just to confirm before we close. That's kind of on my side. I'm kind of freaked out over that, buying a house that's not a deal at all, just because I'm in this business so long. So, I mean, 4 years, but I just do it before we buy the property. I don't want to buy a property I don't think is a good deal. Haven't really stopped any like contracts that were bad, but basically overlook them. Make sure the acquisitions people are good. Make sure the marketing is good, but nothing too crazy. I mean, that is absolutely why I'm able to do a live right now, is because I got acquisitions people running on appointments right now as we're speaking, and I can go talk to you guys and help you guys out become better wholesalers, so you can do the same thing as I do. All right. It's a sloth on my cup. That's cool. Todd Miller from Richmond, Virginia. Z Money in the house. I love it, man. Sweet. Todd's an absolute killer out there in Richmond. He does his business for real. Solo Dollar, let's go paintballing if you're ever in Los Angeles. Dude, I will let you know if I'm whenever traveling is like a lot more open, I will try my best. I mean, I'll be in Los Angeles. I mean, 21 years old, so I will be in Los Angeles eventually for travel or something. So wherever I really travel to, it's really cool that I think I have enough of a following. Maybe I can go get a dinner and I can just hang out with people in different cities if they want to talk shop. That'd be pretty cool. So, hey, whenever I get out there, I'll let you know. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Flip with Rick. If I've ever traveled to a city or something, I'll go post, hey, let's go meet up and do something cool. But yeah, I'll go. Love to do paintball, man. I love paintball. I've been paintballing a while though. Hey, Zach, Jason from Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach is absolutely insane market. Jason is an absolute killer. Would you recommend using PropStream, Flipster, or Bigger Pockets? So, okay, so does Bigger Pockets you can pull lists? I have no idea. Flipster, I've heard of it before. That's Jerry Norton's thing. I've only used PropStream just because I like the comping and the list pulling is the best. That's my personal opinion. If you want it, you can always test it out for free. Listoi.com. But I mean, that's basically it. But I recommend PropStream. Deal Machine or PropStream. So for drawing for dollars, Deal Machine is better. But for like let me get this chair up. All right. Yeah. So basically, Deal Machine's really good. But if you're going to use PropStream, if you're going to already use PropStream for pulling lists, PropStream's good enough. It's really the difference, I guess, between I always like to use this analogy. Everyone who is listening probably knows I say this analogy way too much, but it's the Lowe's hammer versus the Home Depot hammer. It's like they're both going to do the same thing. They're just different brands. Deal Machine's a little better, a little high quality, but PropStream, you're already pulling lists and you already got to pay for PropStream. So I think it's pretty good. What's up? What's up? Incognito. All right. Interesting name here. I got a seller that private funded a deal and is negative cash flowing. Oh no. Would sub 2 be possible or creative financing? It depends if there's equity in the deal or not. So creative finance is always out there for a property. And this is a wholesaling one, but for you, bro, I would say creative financing is possible with this. Creative financing you can do in any deal. Any deal in the whole country, 100% equity, 0% equity, creative finance is possible. For a sub 2, though, you're going to need a little equity. And that's my recommendation. There's guys out there that will give someone $40K and then take it over subject to, I'm closer to doing $5 to $7K, but that's kind of how comfortable we are in our kind of creative finance business. What's up, Royal? All right. Anytime after 3 p.m., I've tried 9 to 11. Like some gurus say, but I have little answer rate. I've done 9 to 11. Sucked. Absolutely sucked. I've gotten tons of leads around 5 to 7 p.m., but I start at 3 p.m. It sometimes works out. I'm telling you, 2 to 7. That was my bread and butter time. But again, I was 18 years old, so I had a lot more time on my hands. I had no kids. I had no wife, girlfriend, anything like that. I had plenty of free time on my hands to do it. And obviously, university is a joke. So I got plenty of time to cold call. And yeah, solo duel. Guys, if you watch, I'm telling you, if you watch at least 2 hours of my videos a week, you have way more business education than any university out there. Almost guarantee it. PropStream is the cream and butter. It's my bread and butter. But yeah, I love it. I love it. Boom Flex. How can I get a hold of probates and divorce? So probates, there's guys that sell probate information. Sometimes it's great. But right now, I recommend that you pull it straight from the clerk of the court, straight from the horse's mouth. You want to get the probates as soon as possible. You don't want to be buying it with everyone else. If there was a way I could get a high equity list without paying for PropStream and I get it right like the data before anyone else, I would 100% do it. But unfortunately, I can't. So I get my high equity stuff from like listrei.com. But divorce list, I get that one from listrei.com. So it's listrei.com. That's a 7-day free trial, but you never have to do it. Alex Deviling, sorry, bro, saying about Alex. Zach, do you like pre-foreclosures? Do I need to come in with some cash up front for homeowners? So pre-foreclosures, wholesaling wise, they're really good. I love them. You just use listrei.com to get them. But basically for subject twos, you're going to need money up front for it. But right now, pre-foreclosures are weird due to I don't get in trouble because YouTube will I don't want to throw the video out because I've seen people who've said the magic words and got thrown out. So the sickness, more or less, that has happened throughout the country has, that's the best way I can put it, with the legislative that's coming on is affecting the pre-foreclosures, if that makes sense at all, with an FHA mortgage, Fannie Mae stuff. But for pre-foreclosures, more or less, wholesaling, you don't need to do the cash up front, but because you'd be wholesaling the property. So they have $100,000 of equity, or it's worth 100. They owe 60, and they'll get 40 at proceeds, and then you get something, and then they'll get some equity. You'll be fine. Solo, we can hear you. Sweet. Yes. All right. Don't know why I waited 26 minutes in there to confirm the volume, but oh my gosh, I would. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Brant says, I have my first motivated seller. All right, let's go, bro. Good job. After putting out bandit signs. All righty. Okay. But today she has a townhouse. Hey, no big deal here. So is there any difference with a townhouse just from single family? Yes. Some things you want to understand about the townhouse is you're going to have to pay some money there's going to be HOAs. Basically, that's a homeowners association. Most of the time with townhouses, maybe come with cable. I mean, you share a roof, so it should be fine. It just depends on the type of townhouse. Some are luxury, some are 55 plus, but you can wholesale townhomes all the time. Don't even worry. I got crazy hair today, but we're not watching this for the hair. We're watching this for the value. So here are you, sweet, sweet, sweet. What's up? What's up? What's up? Loving it. How is the Florida market now for wholesaling? I am telling you right now, for Florida, I don't think I've ever made more money in my entire life. And I said that last year. I didn't think the wholesaling market get any better for wholesaling real estate. And it has just become better every year, just because it's hotter and we can just beat out our other wholesalers in our market because our rapport is so good. Thoughts on mobile homes? Mobile homes are absolutely okay. Also, guys, with Donna's question, I'm in Port St. Lucie, Florida. So we get a lot of wholesalers, a lot of competition, but we focus really heavily on rapport and we do very well with it. I just gave away my secret. I don't care. Thoughts on mobile homes? Mobile homes are really good. We're doing a lot of creative financing with mobile homes right now. Doing very well with that. Wholesaling mobile homes. We wholesale mobile homes too. Got some videos on that also. And yeah, love to do it. I absolutely love mobile homes. They're great, but make sure you own the land underneath it, or the land is owned underneath it, and you're not in like a crazy mobile home park with insane like fees and stuff. But those are my only recommendations with them. Confirm audio is great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great suggestion. Honing in times 2 to 7. I can tell you what time to call, but a lot of these gurus and coaches out here that are telling you what time to call have absolutely never called at those times before. And they've always hired someone to call for them. So what I recommend is find someone who's actually called during those times. And moi has called from 2 to 7 for a full year straight. And I know those are the best times for me. And that's all I can say. Harry Law. All right. Is your last name Law, or is it like a law guy? That'd be interesting. I would like to know from a real lawyer, a guy smarter than me on this. Using the dual agency method, do you think it's smart to offer the agent another 2 to 5 from your wholesale assignment cut from them to find you a cash buyer as well? Yes, you can absolutely do that all the time. Finding cash buyers. I mean, I just signed a contract with a realtor out here in Port St. Lucie. I can humbly say he's probably like the Actually, I can't say that. But he's a good realtor and he's got lots of cash buyers. And I am paying him very handsomely for finding me a couple buyers, but they're paying a good amount. And we're making about 25, 30K on a couple properties. So yes, dual agency is great. I use realtors all the time. Realtors are not your enemies. They are your absolute friends on this. So don't freak out over it. They are 100% here to help you. Again, PropStream, Flipster, Bigger Pockets, or Deal Machine. I recommend listrei.com, PropStream. Ready? And then let's go switch that up. All right. Samuel says, should I set up an LLC? And if so, which state? Whatever state you live in, bro. That's the one I would do. I see guys saying you do Wyoming. You can cover your butts on it. I mean, there's a million suggestions out there. More or less, though, I think you just do the state you're in. For liability purposes and stuff. Again, I'm not a lawyer, not a CPA, financial advisor, but that's what I'd recommend. All right. Best dialer. I recommend ZenCall. That's my favorite one. It's 12 lines. That's what I like. Not really changing it. I only like the links I do is because I get free trials or discounts for people, and there are just ones I use. So I use listrei.com in my business. Every deal I post is from listrei.com, except for their probate, code violation, or specialty list. And basically, outside of there might be a driving for dollars list. And then for skip tracing, I use batch leads. 50% off code Zach, I think. And that's it. I mean, they have a dialer. It's a pretty good one, but again, it's not what I use, so I don't recommend it. But I've only heard good things about it. Skip tracing, use batch also. Ivan says, one more on texting. How do you deal with multiple phone numbers from one contact? Text all them. I already answered that one. All right, let's see here. I'm loving these questions, guys. These are absolutely amazing. I got to find my place. With inventory being so low, will buyers accept properties for 76% ARV? I can't seem to negotiate with the seller to get any lower in price, and I still need to add a fee on top based out of DMV. I'd reverse wholesale on this. Lock it up, see how much cash buyer are willing to pay. The ARV thing, you're going to give me another rant. I know some people who watch my stuff religiously will know what rant I'm about to go on. It doesn't matter what the percentage off of ARV your stuff is. It's dependent on how much money you're going to make. So if this is a $10 million property, and let's say you got a $10 million property for, now these are stupid numbers, but for 98% of ARV, and you got the $10 million house for $9.8 million, and you wholesaled it for $10 million, and you made $200,000. So you basically wholesaled it at 98% ARV, and you're going to make $200,000. Are you going to be crying, or is it against your MAO? You'll be like, well, it's not my MAO percentage, so I will not accept it because I will only make 200 grand. Like, you'd be chomping at the bit to make $200,000. Are you kidding me? It's always dependent on how much money I can make on the deal, not the ARV percentage, if that makes sense at all. Johnny Monopoly, what's up? Almost after a year of paralysis analysis, I finally made my first cold calls today. First of all, proud of you, man. Went 2 hours straight, and I was so mad at myself for not starting sooner. Seriously, bumping up my numbers. Let's go, man. I can think of that meme from Wolf of Wall Street. It's your rookie numbers. You got to pump up those numbers. But from Matt McConaughey. But, man, that's awesome, dude. I'm 100% proud of you, man. Let's keep it going, dude. Let's go. You're putting me in a good mood. I'm excited. I love hearing all this. That's why I got these lives. I can connect with these people. I haven't heard any of these stories at all. I love it. This property is in Lorton, Virginia. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Thank you. How do I wholesale at 17? Do I just be part of an LLC? Yes, you can. Also, you could sign it, have a parent, someone 18 sign it for you, and you should do pretty well. I'm telling you, I started at 17, changed my life forever. So I recommend it. I think it's pretty fun. I love wholesaling, but I'm a little biased. Tucson, Arizona. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let anyone know if you're in Tucson. Hit up Harry Law. Manuel says, also, what makes your contract different from everyone else's? For example, King, Wholesale the Millions contract. Really, I guess the only difference is, I have no idea. I don't know the difference. Like, I think Kang does a lot of virtual wholesaling. I do a lot of virtual wholesaling. There's no difference. Use whoever you want. I mean, that's it. Like there's no secret sauce. Like one guy's contract's not different than the other one's. I only share with you the contract that I use in my wholesaling business, and I use the contract I use for my assignment of contracts. That's basically it. Just want to share what I use because it's different than other people's, and that's really it. That's kind of where I'm at from there. Anyone? All right. Richmond, Virginia. Yep. Killer out there. Inland Empire, Johnny Monopoly, dude. Killer market, man. You can absolutely get it. And see, how do you sign a contract when there are multiple owners? You just have multiple signers. Basically, what I want you to do is look at the deed of the property that was recorded. And unless it's a probate situation, you should be pretty much fine with that. So let me get this here. So basically, in this situation, there's like so if it's a married couple, John and Mary Sue, or John or Mary Smith, basically have John Smith sign and then Mary Smith sign. I just do it to be protected. Now, unfortunately, there's situations where Mary Sue passes away, unfortunately, and John Smith just wants to sell the house, and Mary Sue's still in the deed. I'll just have John Smith sign it, and then we'll go through the probate. We'll help you out. So if John Smith passes away and then the daughter, Sally Smith, and then I'll have Sally Smith sign since she's the only heir of the property, and then we'll go from there. That's kind of where I'm at with those things. But multiple owners, just have them sign. Virginia Beach, sweet, sweet, sweet. Salt Lake City, Utah market, squad up, sweet, sweet, sweet. Boston, Los Angeles, I'm loving it. Anyone from Tennessee wanting to link up and close some deals, hit these people up, guys. Hit them up. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee, Dayton, Ohio, Phoenix, Arizona. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. How do you lock up deals virtually over the phone? There's so many great videos. Virtual wholesaling space, Flip with Rick. That's probably where we're going to find the best content from me on it. I'm also releasing a video this week or next week. If you can just also, guys, if you message me on Instagram, 100% it is me answering those things. Rick's not really on Instagram too much, so he won't be answering it. You hit me up message me on Zach Ginn on Facebook, message me at Flip with Rick on Instagram. First of all, I promised myself when I started out, because I tried messaging big gurus when I was starting out, like really important questions, and I never got the questions answered, and I always got left on red, and that is a pet peeve of mine. So I messaged them. They always left me on red. So I promised if anyone sends me a message at Flip with Rick, I will answer it. So I personally answer all of them. Just letting you know. Virtually doing it over the phone, though, I do my closing pitch. So that video I'm about to release is going to talk about my virtual wholesaling closing pitch. So really excited about that one. And basically, I just ask them how much they want to sell the property for. Simple as that. Have a conversation and just lock it up. It's nothing crazy. Like there's no secret course. Like you buy a course, it's not going to tell you anything different. Like you just have the conversation, you try to lock it up, do the best negotiating out there. And I mean, simple as that. I mean, I can go over a role play if you want. Always happy to do that. Anthony Rodriguez, Naples, sweet, sweet, sweet. Thank you. Columbus, awesome content. Thank you so much, Mario. Bro, you give out a gold mine. I'm trying to give out a gold mine. I'm trying my best, but thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Johnny. Let's do this. I just bought an 8-pack 4x6 color Post-it notes on Amazon for $9. Yeah, you know what's up. We appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. You guys are absolutely amazing. Columbus, Ohio. All righty. Los Angeles, trying to virtually wholesale. All right. We're getting some markets in here. So if you see a market, pause this really quick. We got some people on here. All right. Just got excused from my team due to my independence and crave for leadership. Now starting my own team. Any advice? Is just me now. Okay. So you're starting to talk about you got your own team. So the way I'm trying to think about this is maybe you should start wholesaling by yourself and really see what it entails. So I'm assuming you're on someone else's wholesaling team. You're starting out by yourself. You probably have some knowledge. Again, I mean, the content on here should 100% help you the most, but I'm just trying to think here for you. I mean, The best advice I can give you is create a schedule, become extremely consistent with it. And that's probably what I could say. I mean, if you're extremely consistent with it, you will 100% get it going. Have a plan and just make an action plan. That's all I could say. Find marketing channels that work. I don't know what market you're in, but if you comment, I'll try to help you out what marketing channels work the best, and we can go from there. Also, if you see this link, free wholesaling mastermind and course, I have a free wholesaling course. It's basically in my wholesaling houses free real group. Basically, it's the only group out there. It's actually the biggest wholesaling mastermind. I've actually done the numbers in the entire country. So basically, it's absolutely for free. Again, I don't charge for anything. So it's absolutely free every Fridays at 6:30 p.m. About a couple hundred of us, I guess, hop on. No, it's a little less than that. But we all hop on a Zoom and we all just collaborate. It's like we just try to help each other become better real estate wholesalers. So if you want to hop on, that link's below. And then under units, there's like course pizzazz on there. But I mean, it's nothing crazier. I mean, a lot of it's stuff from the YouTube that's really kind of, what is it? Not like a playlist, but it's kind of like it's linked up in a way you can do it like a course, more or less. If that makes sense. If you had 400 right now, what would you spend it on? I would spend that driving for dollars, and then maybe skip tracing if I could. But that's basically what I do. Probates, free. Code violations, free. True people search, free. $400, spend that on gas. That is sort of what I would do. Bandit signs, wouldn't recommend that right now. Wu-Tang, I love it. Sam says, so I'm 17. Don't let your age get in the way. Dude, I 100% agree. Sam, you got the deal. Let me know who signed the contract for you because you're 17, bro. Don't know if you can sign it. Let me know who signed it for you because I know there's 16, 17, everyone under the age of 18 that are watching this. They're curious who signed it for you. Man, you're an absolute killer. Oh man, I'm so happy for you. Tucson got you started. I got to you of the start of wholesale without a good way to organize our lead without a CRM. Get a CRM. Podio is absolutely for free, dude. You can use a notepad. For you, if you want, Google Sheets is pretty good. You're watching this on YouTube, so you do have a Google account. Google Sheets is probably what I would recommend. It's good water. Sorry. Good old Maryland here. Sweet. Zach Sanford, call 3 times in a row. Last call, leave a voicemail, and then immediately after, text them something like that. Hey, is this John? Call me back as soon as possible. 100% use that. Zach Attack. Loving more Zachs in the house. Sweet, man. Just be a part of an LLC. You could, but you're going to have to be 18 to create it. So it's a double-edged sword. So that's the one recommendation from there. We'll do sweet. Pomona. Tongue twister over here. Do you have any thoughts on the due on sale clause and the risk associated with an assignment of contract that the lender might not know about it, or thoughts on double ending transactions? My personal opinion, this is on subject twos, I'm guessing. Let me know if I'm wrong. But for sub twos, the due on sale clause is always there. If you have a seller that is 100% okay with your transaction and you do the subject two correctly, you should have no issue at all with it. It's guys who don't do the right underwriting or anything like that, or the wrong seller, and it's a sub two that's just not the right sub two deal. That's the only issue I ever see with it. Any kinds of games or tournaments that you can make so you can win some free leads or data. I'll think about it. Let me write that down right now. That's something I can talk to. Because again, guys, here's the fun part. The more people that subscribe and like this is the more like leverage I can use on other like wholesaling companies. So if I have enough subscribers, I can go back to PropStream and ask them to do a free giveaway, and they'll 100% do a bunch of them for me. So that's another reason why to like and subscribe is the more, and obviously I will not use that power to sell courses, just do it for value. And that's basically what we do. Write that down. All right. Games, tournaments, free. I'm going to do a contest or something. Maybe do some shirts. I don't know. Maybe do a shirt that says something on it. I have no idea. Alrighty. Auto system versus manual call. Auto dialer. Not even a question. You need to do auto dialers. Batch dialer, Zen call. Mojo's like 3. Do a 10. Right? Call tools, they're all really good ones. Use whatever one you recommend or like, but an auto dialer will save you so much more time. Like if I call 10 people at once and you call one at a time, I'm going to outpace you 10 at a time. And you could be the way better cold caller than me just by numbers, just the sheer numbers I'm calling, I'll beat you out because I talk to more people and I do more offers. Benjamin says, how can you set yourself apart from the rest in a competitive market like Arizona? Great question here, Benjamin. My personal recommendation is rapport. That's it. My acquisitions people got to compete like 8 to 7 wholesalers on every single appointment. And why do you think we get deals? Rapport. Think of the Ford method. That's the one I always do. Family, F, O, occupation, recreation, R, D is dreams. So if you're talking to someone and you don't like know how to connect with someone, really, if it's your personality, any personality, you can say, oh, I'm an introvert, I'm very shy. Hey, you can go still have a conversation. Like you can still do it. If you're very outgoing, maybe easier for you. But really, in a competitive market, F, family, talk about their family. Hey, sons, daughters, sisters, grandmas, like just talk about their family. O, occupation, what do they do for a living? R, recreation, what do they like to do for fun? Baseball teams, sports teams, football teams. I love the NFL, college football, so I could talk about sports teams with my sellers forever. And it's pretty interesting what I can do. I used to like talk with I was not the biggest soccer fan out there, but I started like looking up the league tables for the Premier League, and I always got like a little more into that if I knew my seller was like British, because there's a very high percent chance that if it's a British male, they're into the Premier League. And I got very comfortable with the team names, and I go talk to them and say, "Hey, you ever in like the Premier League?" They're like, "Oh my gosh, Manchester United is like my team." And I just talked about like Paul Pogba, whatever that guy is. And the French soccer player. And like, he was like, oh, we had a great conversation, and it just builds rapport. And so again, everyone here in Florida loves fishing. So I love fishing too. So I've talked about fishing all the time. D, dreams. What are they trying to do? Where are they trying to be in the next couple of years? And what's their goals? That's a really good one. And honestly, use that Ford method with motivated sellers, but use it for people in life. Like, hey, you're just talking to someone. Think of that model if you want to build a rapport and build a connection with someone. You don't want to come to LA. Oh my gosh. I feel like if I spend more than 1 week in LA, the California Department of Revenue is going to come after me. That's my biggest fear. I see they do that like after you spend more than 30 days, they'll try to like hit you with that. New York's got that too. It's absolutely crazy. Manuel says, when I'm building a cash buyers list, when talking to the cash buyer, should I tell them that's okay to be added to my cash buyers list, or should I not tell them about my list? You need to tell them that you're going to add them, and they have to be qualified. Make it exclusive to be on your cash buyers list. They have to provide you a proof of funds. They have to show that they're legitimate in this business, and they understand that you're wholesaling it, and they understand that they're willing to pay you an assignment contract for that. They're an assignment fee for that price. So if they're paying $100,000, they should be comfortable with you getting $95,000 and giving $5,000. That's $100,000. Whatever that 100 is, even if I'm making $1 million on it, are you okay? Well, numbers don't work like that, but 100,000. And if I'm making like $99,000, they should be comfortable with that if they're getting that $100,000 price. That's the type of vetting that I probably would recommend with that. Ivan says, but I'd show you around if you wanted to know this and the OC really well. Always appreciate it, man. Whenever I'm out there, I will, but I am not going to LA anytime soon. Mr. Medina says, Zach, what does your team look like? How many people do you have working and positions they have? So we got cold callers, acquisitions people, and basically that's really it. I mean, we got some dispositions people who try, but the acquisitions people answer the phones for the postcards and stuff. We got cold callers, we got someone to do the marketing, we got VA lead managers, and then we basically got an acquisitions guy, and then someone that we're getting them more into it. So that's basically like, it ain't crazy. Like, it's a 7-figure operation in profit, and it's not nutty. Like, you can easily make 7-figure maybe it's a Port St. Lucie thing, but there's a lot of 7-figure wholesaler guys that they're just making 7 figures in profit, and they don't have a huge team. It's nothing crazy sexy, but we make it work, an extremely lean operation, but the profits are absolutely there. How do I wholesale at 17? Basically do everything you see in this video, like wholesaling, except have a parent or someone who's over the age of 18 sign for you and see where the check's going. And then from there, you get the check. So give it to your parent. They get $10,000 and they give it to you. It's trust, but check Solo Dolo on IG. Sweet, sweet, sweet. PropStream or REI Sift, or are they two different programs? Don't know too much about REI Sift when it comes to list polling. Always heard great stuff. Tyler Austin's actually on my podcast a month or two ago. Absolutely amazing guy. But I recommend listrei.com because that's what I use. What do you think about the batch products? I like their SMS and their skip tracing. That is my favorite ones on them. The other ones I haven't really tried too much. I don't really use their list stacking or their management of it, but I mean, I can always look into it. But I'm more of a fan of the skip tracing and the SMS portion and possibly the dialer, always looking into it. But ZenCall has just been too good to us lately. Abraham says, what's the best way to schedule your day when starting off wholesaling? So depends if you're full-time or part-time. My recommendation is use every waking hour of the day. That's not really the most conventional one or the most popular answer. But in my personal opinion, I think when you're starting out in wholesaling real estate, you need to spend as much time as possible getting good at talking to sellers. That's it. It takes 10,000 hours to be extremely good when talking to sellers and dealing with sellers in your real estate wholesaling operation. So you just got to have a decision for yourself. It's like you got to spend 10,000 hours getting there. You just crank it through, like get it done. So the best way to do, really wake up in the morning, stretch, make sure you're good to go, and start going, researching markets, pulling lists, depending on your budget. Maybe you have to use triple level search and manually add leads and phone numbers in and start cold calling and driving for dollars in the day. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do. It's absolutely nutty. Just making sure this isn't my guy. Make sure my contractor's not having an issue with the property, or it should be good. I'm always the last line if like something nutty happens. So that's really it. And then, hey, build cash buyers and go from there. Where's Rick? Rick's not on here, but I'll tell him you said hello. Promise you that. Darren says, are there any techniques that allow you to wholesale a property without actually coming up with all the bread at closing? Yes, you can use private money or hard money. That's what I would recommend, especially in Jacksonville, Florida. You should be fine doing that. That's kind of what I would personally recommend. Brad says, I'm an investor in Virginia Beach. Sweet, sweet, sweet. PropStream or batch leads for pulling lists. I'm getting this question a lot, and it's a tough one, but I recommend listrei.com. PropStream, that's what I use. That's kind of what I recommend. So I'll pop it on there for the free trial, and that's kind of where I'm at. Zach, for someone who's new to wholesaling, do you think it's possible to virtual wholesale, or do you recommend starting locally? Taylor, let me know what market you're in. That will give me a way better understanding of this. I always recommend locally, unless you're in an insane market. San Francisco, Los Angeles, Manhattan, New York City area. Sometimes North New Jersey's tough too, but you can actually make it work there too. That's kind of where I'm at. You let me know though. I mean, but that's kind of roughly my numbers there. So let me know what market you're in though. Just curious. Let's see, you just posted that. All right, don't see it here. All righty. Thank you for all your wisdom and content. Alex, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Harold says, anybody knows a good mentor in SoCal? Me. I'll help you out for free. Easy as that. What's the best skip trace accurate numbers? SMSZach.com. One more thing. When I have a question, can you please help me and reply? You already usually do, but most of the time you don't, which is if you're busy, I understand. If you can, my Instagram is Manuel. I answer every single Instagram message. My issue is I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages a week. Usually I can only answer messages like once or twice a week, but I get to every single one. So you probably messaged me a couple days ago. I probably haven't got to you. I'm trying to get through as much as I can, but every week I get through the whole thing. Takes me a while to get to everyone, but unfortunately or fortunately, I'm given enough value where people feel comfortable asking me questions, which is bonkers to me that anyone's even asking me a question. But I'll get to you 100%. I guarantee it. Can you wholesale land in your own name? 100%, but you would have to pay taxes for it. So That is another issue tax wise, but I'm not a lawyer. So, Strangers Prison. All right, cool name. How do you pull divorce from PropStream? When I look it up in the filter, nothing comes up. So let me go share my screen. Go to PropStream. Hopefully, I got nothing crazy in my PropStream. And we'll let that load up here. But Johnny Monopoly asks, do you drive for dollars? Yeah. Well, I mean, we have people drive for dollars for us. It's not like a crazy consistent thing, but we're working our way into doing way more of it. For driving for dollars, all of our acquisitions person is driving for dollars kind of before and after around the areas that we do our appointments. Let me log this in here. Let's see if we have an issue. Do I need a website? You don't need a website at all. What happens if you can't close a contract in 30 days? Either that's because you have a price issue or you have a seller issue or a buyer issue. All those things can be fixed. So if you have a price issue, you hopefully get a reduction on the price. If you have a seller issue, try to fix the problems and go from there. And if you have a buyer's issue, you got to build a cash buyers list up. That's kind of what I've came up with. And let's pop this up. Let's pop this sucker up on PropStream. All right, got it, bro. Thank you. Is this live? Is this video live on YouTube? Well, I hope it's live. I think it's live. If you're watching this, this is this is a live video. It's here. Look at my phone. Actually, no, I can't show you my phone right now. But it is this is a live video. All right. So if I go up here to filter here, so let me share my screen. Share screen. Really quick for the divorce question here. Basically go to lien divorce status and quick target list. Divorce would be right here. And then you can go from there. There's also ones that you can go through. I just do the area and then has divorce. Basically, simple as that. Were you guys able to see that? I hope so. Hopefully it shared it. Okay, thank you. Are you able to wholesale multi-million-dollar properties? 100%. A lot harder to do, but there's money in there. So yes. So I'm the Twilio guys that's been talking to you. Oh yeah. I remember you, man. See, I answer people's Instagrams. Like I answer everyone. Takes me a while to do it, but I 100% do. I promise you. Still don't know how to create that opt-out thing. They wanted to talk about deleting my account without it. LOL. Does all of Batch use them? Batch uses Twilio, but they're a lot easier, more or less, if that makes sense. Kenny Wright, absolute killer out of Houston, Texas. All righty. Hopefully all you Texas people are getting warmed up. All righty, sweet. That is his information. How do you start your cold call and phone calls to get the next 10 seconds and beyond? Also, do you start your cold call phone calls to get the next 10 seconds? On a manual dialer, yes. On Zen Call, it kind of does it for you. Zach, how do we join your Facebook? I can't join in it. Message me on Instagram. I'll help you out. I can testify. Zach always responds to messenger questions. Sweet. I always love it. I get so many messages, but I do it. Probably the more messages we get, because we got so many people subscribing and following, which is absolute blessing. Probably once a week, it'll probably take me to get to someone, but I try as much as possible. I try the voice messages, and then I try everything, but I try my best. How do you get boots on the ground out of state? Someone you can trust. Realtors, but really Craigslist has been the best for me. That's basically what I've been doing the best. It's been working. Alrighty. Let's see. Reverse engineering on buyer's market versus finding the seller. That's a good question, Alfred. So reverse engineering on buyer's market versus finding the seller. I always go for the finding the seller first and have the cash buyer. That's kind of the way I always do it. In crazy markets, it's still kind of that way. Skip tracing service to use. I use smszach.com, aka batch leads. Use code ZACH for 50% off, I think. That's the only reason I did it, is because I got that code thing. But that's who I use. They're pretty cheap. We're almost getting it like 10 cents. And it's the best data out there. Pretty cool. Also, I'm starting a small team and I have one struggling wholesaler. I'm trying to help out, but I'm all honestly, I don't know if he is here, but he sucks and will not follow up the script at any advice to tell him. If he doesn't want to follow the script, he can go do it by himself and not get paid from you. That's the way I look at it. Have you ever used an option to purchase agreement when you weren't sure if you can get the deal sold? No. I 100% always sign a contract if I know I get the deal sold. Where do I look for a list where people's water turned off? Let me pop it up for you. Basically, there's a great video on me, basically water shut off for Flip with Rick. It's basically filter, liens, and then on listREI.com, which is below me here. Yeah, that's it. So go to lists, go to liens, and from there, it'd be the utilities liens list. That's kind of the secret. Do you RVM? If so, which service do you recommend? I don't recommend any service for RVM because RVM is illegal in Florida. So that's kind of, if you use a Twilio integration, you get it very cheap. Do you virtually wholesale? Yes. Basically all the Southeast and then Michigan. And that's basically what we're doing some other interesting stuff, if that makes sense, with our wholesaling business. But virtually right now, that's kind of what I would recommend. So let's see here. Nicholas Best says, what do I do if a seller is telling me he or she isn't trying to move out of the property until a couple months, but they're interested in selling it? Try and convince them to sell now. No, Nicholas. What I recommend is you sign the contract today and then you'll close on or before the date that they're moving out on. So you have an option on it and you got plenty of time to find a cash buyer. That's actually a blessing, not a curse. So pretty cool. Should you cold call or SMS a drive for dollars to list? I recommend cold calling. If you have the money, SMS it and cold call at the same time. Why not both, right? But that's kind of where I'm at on there. I missed a comment in state of Tennessee. Let's squat up. What's the best way to get a hold of these people to squat up, or maybe in Zach's Facebook group? In my Facebook group, there is a public, basically Excel sheet of all the cash buyers that people want to provide, and also a public, basically a squat up, I guess, a collaboration Excel list. I'll actually pop it up for you. I think I have it. Let me pop it up while I'm answering questions. It might take a second to load. I'll show you what it looks like. But if you join Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook, it's on there. It's absolutely for free. I don't let people post on there like, hey, I'm in, Johnsonville, Tennessee, because it spams it like crazy. It looks terrible. But yeah, got a home I'm about to look at on an appointment. Got them priced for $30,000 with a mortgage on $63,000, an ARV of 190. All righty. Is this deal a deal? Is this a deal? And how do you find out how much I sell the contract for? Unfortunately, bro, you need to tell me how much the repairs are. I have no idea about the numbers about the repairs. Kind of mean to say, but I got to know how much the thing needs in repairs. Alrighty. So I'm in Wholesaling Houses for Real. Let's go home here. Alrighty. Let's see if I can pop this list up. All right, we're going to let that load up in the background. All right, it's right here. Okay, trying to pop up this list for you guys. All right, it's a Google Docs. I forgot. Okay, so in Wholesaling Houses for Real, basically, let's pop this one up really quick. I've made about 1,000 calls and no leads, and am I calling the wrong list, or I have not made enough calls? Let me know what list you're calling and what script you're using. Pretty much important, and how you're actually skip tracing these numbers. Very important to know. All right. So I share my screen. See if I can reveal this for free. All right. So in Wholesaling Houses for Real, we got this in here. You can add your name into it. You got to be in the group to do it. But basically, this is it. Like this is it. Like we got all of our stuff here. So basically, if you can add it in, if you're a wholesaler, you can squat up all these people. Got all the markets. We got everywhere. But that's basically if you want to join it. That's for the Southeast United States. But yeah, I actually created it. I thought it was a really good idea. Hopefully people don't steal it. But it's really good. If you join the group, you should be on there, and you should be able to add your name and connect with all the people. So we got everyone in the Southeast for wholesaling, the Northeast, Southwest, and Northwest. Had a brain fart there. Thank you for answering all my questions. Okay, for looking forward to watching more Flip with Rick videos. Love the content and the energy. Once again, thank you for everything on behalf of all of us here in the comment section. Manuel, I promise you, bro, I answer all of it. I'll answer. You know what? I'm going to make a thing. I will today answer all of the messages I got today. I promise you that. So I'll get it done today. I'll do it. I didn't even have them. I got through so many messages like 3 days ago. But all right, no big deal. Right, but what market, buddy? Exactly. Just starting out wholesaling. Is California a good state for wholesaling? Depends on the part. Yep, exactly. Los Angeles, probably not. I would probably look into some virtual wholesaling. That's kind of my opinion on it, but that's just me. All righty. Do you have any good mentors in Wisconsin? I'll mentor you, dude. Promise you. Wisconsin, I know Amy Farrow's in Wisconsin. She's an absolute monster for wholesaling in a good way. But she's, I think, the only person I know in Wisconsin that's like really good. Amy Farrow. Go hit her up. But don't spam her. But she's really good. I'm in Fontana looking at all the areas of the IE and further IE's Inland Empire because, you know, I'm a cool SoCal kid apparently. But no, I'm a SoFlo guy, South Florida. But like interested in linking up to close some deals. Sweet. Anthony says, bro, I appreciate it. I'm currently in the Bay Area, California. Oh boy. But open markets experience Memphis, Tennessee, Arkansas, Las Vegas. Should I stick to what I know and how can I act? Yeah, I mean, for you to take action, those are pretty good markets. Memphis is a really good market right now. So Arkansas is popping right now. It's actually a pretty decent market. So yeah, I would say it's pretty good. Also, guys, I feel like I totally forgot to do this. If you guys want to hop on, coaching call, I guess, Q&A, whatever it is. I just posted it. So on Facebook, you might not be able to see this. So here's the link on Facebook right now. Do me a favor and screenshot this right now if you're on Facebook. And that's the link to hop on here. And we'll talk, dude. One-on-one. I don't care. If you got something mean to say, probably shouldn't be on here talking mean stuff. But if you got something nice, ain't got anything to say, let me know. Always curious. You can always hop on here. But that's the link. If you're on YouTube, you can already see the link in the comments. Thank you for answering my questions. Sweet. All righty. All right, I'm interested. Do you have cash buyers? All right. Oh, also, thank you for showing the love. I really appreciate it. What do you mean by paying the taxes on a land deal? So if you wholesale a land deal in your personal name, you'll be liable for personal taxes on it. So if that makes sense, like you'd be subject to, depending on what corporation you have, but you would be subject basically to the individual tax rate, not the corporate tax rate, depending on how much money you make. So that makes sense at all. Really depends how much money you're making. If you're in the seven figures, you most likely have a C corporation. Thank you. Cold calling or SMS for new wholesalers starting out? Both, but cold calling 100% always. Manuel says, I'm building it up and I look for properties. What about, okay, they're talking to each other. Best ways to trace LLCs, smszach.com does it. I have a seller that has a property in DC. He told me it's a property that is designated like a row home. However, is upstairs, downstairs, and use it. What is this classified as? Trying to run comps. I don't know the classification for a DC house like that. I mean, just a house. I mean, is part of it connected? Like, I don't know DC real estate too well. But if it's an individual house, it's just a single family house, unless it's multifamily. It depends on the property because the text you're kind of doing it. All right. We got Chardon on. What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
I'm finding yourself. I just had a question. I'm getting started in the Bay Area and I just wanted to know how should I go about it.
Yeah. So if you're in the Bay Area, I would probably look into virtual wholesaling. So find a good market, and then from there, just start creating your empire.
Yeah, I started looking at probates, but they cost in the market. I can't get them free, how you said. So I'm just looking for an alternative.
What market?
I'm in Oakland.
Okay. You could try virtual wholesaling and get probates for free.
Okay.
That's what I'd recommend.
Okay. Thank you.
Oakland's a decent market though too. I mean, you could do some trying for dollars there. Maybe find a
Yeah,
deal.
I've been doing driving for dollars. I just haven't called any of my leads yet. I've been trying to get up to 400 or 500 before I called.
Okay, well you might be sitting on a gold mine right now. Like get that thing. Go to truepeoplesearch.com. Get it done. You could be sitting on a gold mine.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm
Great.
gonna get to this week.
Sweet. And then for a script, there's a lot of scripts out there. You go to flipwithwork.com. There's a free script also. There's no excuse. We get it done, get a deal. I'm excited.
Thank you. I'll let you know if I get something.
Please do.
Okay.
Thank you. Sweet. Hey, hop on. I don't care. Love to help. Love to talk. Saw you on Caleb Buys Houses. Great show. I need help. I have a motivated seller that won't budge on price in Philly. If it's a deal, if they won't budge on the price and you're building a rapport, they won't budge. Hey, maybe it just won't work. I mean, I can always help you. Hop on the call and hey, throw your seller on there. I'm not scared to hop on a call. Love to help. One more thing. Yes, I know you do respond. Don't take it the wrong way. And I like your show. Hey, no worries, bro. No worries. It's all love, man. It's all love here. Where do I find the water shelf list? Listrei.com. And then from listrei.com, filters, utility liens list. Newbie in Connecticut, about to start. What do I think about the Connecticut market? I feel like it may be a lot of snotty people here. I don't hear a lot about Connecticut market, bro. Me neither. I don't know one wholesaler in Connecticut. I don't think so. Try it out though. Hey, why not? New England might be a little tougher, but yeah, that's it. Alrighty. Yeah, Los Angeles is a very saturated. Kern County. Yep. All right. Just signed up under your batch leads. Sweet, bro. Appreciate it. Helps pay for a video editor. My God, those things are expensive. Mark Wynn, let's squat up. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Is there a way to get an off-market deal and cut a realtor a part of the assignment? Yes, do it all the time. In the assignment, you got to write on there specifically that more or less for the assignment that, John Smith Realtor gets a 5,000 whatever assignment or commission on there. That's kind of what I put on there. Repairs around 23,000, 9, 10. Let me go back to your comment, bro. There's so many comments. Try to find it for you. If you can post the numbers with that again, let me hop on and look at it. I'll try to help. Sorry, my fat finger, LOL. I was just trying to help someone popped off here. No worries, man. What's your biggest falling? What gave you the energy? My biggest failing? I guess my biggest failing was when I had a $70,000 deal, and then it sounds like jerky to say, but I've also released in the video. I had a $70,000 deal, another wholesaler stole from me, and I got it back. So that's kind of it. I had a $70,000 deal, basically locked up for 110, and we could sell it for like 180, and basically had that deal stolen from me, and got it back with lawyers and stuff. I thought this is a crazy story. That was probably my biggest fail because I guess I didn't tell the seller too much about like don't deal with other people, but that's the only thing I could think of. Start my SMS blast soon. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alrighty. What about wholesaling in the Bay Area? Jimmy 2's the only guy I know out there that does it really well. Jason Boozy's out there too. Those are the guys that check out in the Bay Area. They somehow make it work very well. Can you talk about contracts? I'm still confused about that. Yeah, hold on. Let me get this one guy here because he's been patient. And then we'll get to you, bro. Anthony.
Hey, man, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Every day above ground's an amazing day, man.
Hey, man. Of course, man. I really appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate you taking the time. I just have a few questions for you. Is that okay?
Dude, shoot.
For sure, man. So yeah, man. I'm the one who left the comment. I recently left my team. Going on my own. Just have a few questions, man. Did you
Yeah, man.
originally start off by yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Start out Bandit Sign 17.
In your team, or were you mostly looking to build, your business itself before you go out and hire people and give them the opportunity to grow with you?
Um, I did a really weird way. I started all solo, put
Okay.
that to 6 figures, and then I started working with Rick,
Okay.
my dad, and then we basically hired people on there and then kind of built it from there. So that's my
Okay.
experience. Uh, I mean, I personally say that you should master every part of your real estate wholesaling business before you hire someone on the team.
Okay.
That's kind of my school of thought on it. And then from
Yeah.
there, you can push it up. So I always recommend you got to make $100,000 a year in profit before you could hire more people.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Because you got to master everything.
Yeah, I understand, man. I actually, I got a lot of value from my past team. I understand that a lot of the system and processes at play. you know it's just a lot of consistency, and it's a lot of pipeline building and massaging. So I guess, before I give that opportunity to other people as well, because I have an idea of who I want to be on my team due to their talents. What should I do? Should I just focus on, primarily, just bringing in leads for myself or from my company, or how should I go about it? I'm just trying to
Yeah,
get
I
a
think you
grasp.
should, like I've said, I think you should master all the aspects of wholesaling before you can hire people because you're going to have to train them like crazy. And if you're
Yeah.
not an expert in that, like when I train my cold callers, I've spent a lot of time cold calling, so I can train them very well. If I
Hmm.
haven't cold called before and I try to train someone to cold call or an acquisitions manager, I've never done acquisitions, it's going to be a mess.
Okay.
It's like my quarterback's coach never threw a spiral in his life. It's going to be a mess.
Yeah.
Uh, that's
Okay.
the thing. Like
All right.
you have a guy that has a business degree or an MBA, but if he never really did any business thing, it'd be an absolute mess.
Yeah.
That's
I
kind of
I
why
see.
kind of where I'm at.
Okay. And just one more question, man. I really appreciate it, by the way. Would you consider yourself coachable? Because, I definitely feel like that was kind of a downfall for me. You know, I really have a hard time with authority, and, I'm always just trying to try new things my way, but obviously, it doesn't work. That's a big thing for some people. They look for people who are, willing to just, do their way and drop everything they know. So, I'm just trying to get a good understanding on that point.
I mean, coaching wise,
Hmm.
I mean, you don't have to buy a course. You just watch this stuff. I can tell you something. It's ultimately up to you of what you do with it.
Okay. Okay.
Just is
All right.
that. I mean, you don't have to buy anyone's course. I never bought a course in my life.
Okay. For sure. Once again, man, I really appreciate the value you're putting on for everybody. It's an amazing industry. It's definitely, emotional industry as well. So, I
Oh
appreciate
yeah,
everything you do, man, for sure.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. What market are you in, by the way?
Yeah, man, I'm actually based in Bay Area, California, as well as that other, person who just was on the backstage thing. So yeah, I understand, it's very hard, but my previous team, we've actually managed to close a few deals out here, so I know it's possible.
Oh
But
yeah.
I'm really just trying to find the best market for me to build the most consistency. And, once again, I'm in Memphis, Arkansas, Las Vegas, but, I'm really trying to find that one niche.
Okay. Sweet,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah. Okay, man. Well, I really appreciate it, man. You go ahead and, keep doing what you're doing. And, hopefully we can do something here in the future.
Definitely, man. I appreciate it, Anthony.
All right. Take care.
All right. Let's go talk to Jose. What's up, man?
Hello, what's up?
How are you, man?
Good, very good, blessed. How about you?
Blessed beyond compare, man.
And just by the way, it's super cool to be able to talk to you here because it's like I always see your YouTube videos, and it's actually kind of like it's almost not real because it's like I only see you through YouTube videos, so it's like
Yeah,
someone
dude.
speaking to you. So it's really dope
Dude, I saw
that
Tony
you're.
Robbins once, and I was like, "This is weird. This is creepy, man." Like you go to a concert, you're like, this is weird. Like I've seen this guy so many times on like, yeah, bro. It's dude. I am a normal dude. Trust me.
That's well. The reason I got on here is I've recently, I just recently got into wholesaling. Really, I haven't done any deals. I've just been doing research. I've always, I like gotten close to like getting a course into like I found your channel, and the minute I found your channel, I was just like, holy snap, the amount of knowledge here. You and like all of you, like because the YouTube channel is not just you. There's
Yeah,
another
Rick,
person. Yeah, both of
my
you
dad.
guys just dropped some major knowledge, and it's really, really, really dope. And my question, well, my first question that I wanted to ask you is, how do you? Because one of the things that I hear a lot, especially like in the real estate industry, from all the dudes that are they're doing big numbers, is what do you like? How do you feel? Not a class, not a course, but a mentorship. Um, do you think that that's something that like do I need mentorship, or should I just find people near my area? And if that, how do I like go like like because I know nothing about real estate. My family has no connection at all to real estate. I'm actually I come from an undocumented family, so I'm an immigrant, and so financially speaking, I'm literally having to reprogram everything. I don't know nothing about money. All I knew when I was a kid was like, you save money, and then at the end of the week, we spend it on stuff at the mall. That's how money worked in my family,
Yeah.
and that's how it's always worked. And so that's where I sometimes get stuck, where it's like, do I really need it? Because I've gotten in contact with a couple of people, and the mentorships that I've seen are super expensive for someone like where I'm at.
Where are the
My situation.
prices? Don't say the names. Where are the prices, just so people know.
So the one that I was looking at, they were like, it was
Don't say names.
$7,000 with payments of $1,000 a month, and that's a lot for someone that is like, right now my situation, the way I'm going about, like I don't work. I technically the reason I got into wholesaling is because I do it in a smaller scale. If you look right here, that's all the stuff I sell on eBay and
Respect your hustle, man.
Mercari. So I've been doing kind of the same thing, but it's not real estate. So the minute I saw wholesaling, I was like, holy snap, this is like what I'm doing, but like in a much larger scale.
Yep.
So like my question is, did you get a mentorship, or did you just sit down and just took every piece of information that you can take and then just hit the phones?
I had no money, dude. I had $300 in my bank account. I had no $7,000 to spend. So that was where I was at. Maybe if I had 10 grand, I probably would, but I didn't. And I'm kind of glad I did it like that. So now I ask you a question. So the $7,000 you're going to spend on a coach or mentor, why would you spend that money? Why would you give the $7,000?
Well, the mentorship that I was looking at and was, they weren't just teaching about wholesaling. Essentially what the program was, they were gonna teach me wholesaling, and the main thing that they were saying is that right now wholesaling is super competitive. It's a super hot market, and it's important to know different strategies, which is something was another question that I wanted to actually ask you, if you're doing any of these different strategies. And I don't know if you've heard of, there's no way that you haven't, but creative financing. And so like stuff like that, where I'm it's like the market that I'm in right now. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and the market right here is super hot, especially with people moving, with like Elon saying he's going to build a city and near the border. Like there's just a lot of hype in the real estate right here in Dallas. And so pretty much, because when I was in the call, the person was telling me how like sometimes like, like it's difficult to like really close a deal with wholesaling, and it can seem like it's a dead end, like the lead is over, when in reality you can actually switch over
Yeah, dude.
strategies and
Yeah.
use creative financing. And so
Yep.
that's what they were pretty much, they were saying that. And they were the other thing was that they would like put me in a group. They would show me people around. So that was the whole mentorship. It wasn't just wholesaling, it was like wholesaling, and then knowing how to create financing and marketing yourself. And so like that's what attracted me to that. Like, it wasn't just some course. It was more of like, there was a lot of valuable content that was put in one place.
Yeah, they're selling you, man. They're trying to get your money, dude.
And so, that's why, you know, when I said, I mean, when I remember I was in the call, and when she dropped the price on me, I felt like my entire body just like.
That's what they do. They're like, call for a price. We'll try to sell you on it. We'll try to get you emotional and then hit you with the price, get your credit card. Bro, I'm telling you right now, what you'll get on there is you'll get a Zoom with 200 people in there. You won't get your questions answered. Next is you'll get the videos, which you think is going to be like the cure-all for everything. Go to Flip with Rick, go to playlists, click Creative Finance. There's like 30 videos. That's your course. That's it. Okay? Right there. I do about 2 to 3 creative finance deals a month right now. And literally I show you, I hold your hand. Hey, this is the deal I got. This is how I talked to the seller. This is how I found it. This is how I structured it. I got like 30 of those. Rick breaks down everything step by step by step. Literally, I've been inside all these masterminds. Like, people send me that. Like, I know what they look like. I give the same value for free. Creative finance playlist, Flip with Rick YouTube. Now you owe me $7,000. What you're going to do with that $7,000 is you're going to spend that on your own marketing so you can make your own money in wholesaling. Like, seriously, bro, if you spend all of your $7,000 on this mentorship, how much money are you going to spend on your marketing? You're going to have no money for it.
Yeah.
It's better to have $7,000 in marketing and the knowledge that I have versus giving all your money to a mentor and then having no money for marketing. Because that creative finance, the marketing for there costs a fortune also. You're going to be SMS text blasting for subject to deals. And this is not the right time to do subject twos. This is, the market shifts. Bro, I will be talking probably almost exclusively about subject twos then. Like, also, dude, if you go to Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook, that is my mastermind. It's a $10,000 mastermind for free. If you want to hop on there, there's dudes like Kenny Wright, who's showing all the comments. Kenny Wright is in Houston, and he does a bunch of lease options and subject to deals in Texas. You get connected with that dude, and he'll talk about it, and he'll help you out. Bro, there's no, like, I'm trying to put all these guys out of business. These people have sales staff. They have sales staff selling you on buying their courses and stuff. Like, how much of an infrastructure do you have to, like, how much money do you have to be making, like, getting up people's monies from doing this? Like, I'm putting them all out of business. Literally, I give everything out for free, and it's better content than them. So I that's it, dude. That's it. Creative finance. Join the mastermind. You're on there, weekly coaching calls for free. I got everything, dude. You need a contract, got a contract. Like, that's it, dude.
And one more question. What does your routine look like? Like, how do you go? What does your routine look like when you wake up? How does that look like for you?
Wake up in the morning, I do whatever I want. I got people working for me. I do whatever I want. I go to the beach if I want. My dog, I do whatever I want. But you're not like, I'm not in hustle mode. I'm kind of in growing mode. So it's different for you though. It would probably wake up in the morning, soak as much knowledge as possible because you need it, dude. And a course is going to have 15 hours of videos, and it'll be very basic. And that's basically what they did. Those videos were recorded 5 years ago, and that's basically it. And it'll show you wholesaling like step by step, which I have a billion of those videos out there. If you message me on Facebook or Instagram, I'll literally give you every video you need to do it. Also on YouTube, Flip with Rick YouTube, on playlists, go to Real Estate Beginner's Guide. That's like a wholesaling course also. Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group, there's literally a free wholesaling course in there. It's like $2,000 wholesaling course in there to do for like, dude, everything you can learn is online. Like, you think you have to go get an engineering degree to work for Tesla. If you go online, you'll learn enough engineering where you can go work there for free. Elon Musk even said that. So, dude, you don't, the secrets of real estate 5 years ago, you had to buy a course to get it. Right now, I've opened up the floodgates. It's all out there for free. Anything on the internet, you can basically learn it for free on the internet.
Dope, man. All right, well, that was, thank you, man.
Like this. Hey, there's a course that'll teach me how to do coding for $7,000. Dude, it's on YouTube. You're gonna have to spend more time learning, like figuring out how to get the info, but the info's out there. You're literally gonna spend $7,000 for someone to find the information for you, bro. For $7,000, it's a lot of money. What would you do for $7,000? That's a lot of money, dude. So that's what I'd say.
All right, man. Well, I got my answer. I know what I gotta do now. So
That's it, man. You helped a lot of people.
yeah. Well, then, thank you very much, man. I hope to connect very soon. Once I get my first deal, I'm gonna comment down below. I'm gonna comment. I'm already on the Facebook group with you, so I'm once I get that first deal, I'm gonna post that just to because it's going down. Like
Dude,
this
it's going down.
Yeah,
I better
that's
see your
it.
butt every Friday, 5:30 your time. I better see you. There's no excuse.
Yep.
Just think about you gave me $7,000. Pretend like you gave me $7,000. Oh shoot! I better be on these calls. I already paid for it. You'll pay more attention to it. That's why people buy courses too, is because they give you $7,000. It's like, oh shoot, I gotta pay attention to this stuff now. Pretend like you gave me a bunch of money to watch those creative finance videos. You will write notes. You will pretend like you did, and you will learn way better. It's just accountability. That's what people pay for.
Just gotta hold myself accountable. You gotta go for it.
I'll hold you accountable, dude.
Hell yeah.
Start learning, man. That's it. Name of the game.
All right, man. Thank you so much, man.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks.
You too. Stay blessed.
Oh yeah, always. I'm sick of these gurus, man. I'm sick of them, man. Come on, 7K. Come on. You don't need to pay 7K for this stuff. Stuff's all online. But sorry about the rant, guys. But yeah, man, always hop on. Always love to talk. So can you talk about contracts? So sorry, you've been waiting very patiently. I really appreciate it. So can you talk about contracts? I will love to talk about a contract. So our contract, we have a video on there. Contract space flip of the be on there. But basically, when it comes to contracts, very simple. You put the seller's name in there, you put your name on there, you put the price, and that's basically it. I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up that video for you really quick, and then I'm going to link it. If you're coming on YouTube, right? Yeah, you're on YouTube. So let me post the link on there right now. It'll be a lot easier for you to do. And then you can pop it up from there. So let me do Flip with Rick contract. Should hop on very easily. And then I basically did like a live like this where I just kind of broke everything down as simple and as easy as possible. So let's go over here. Let's go check it out. It's taking me a little second here to pop it up. Alrighty. Boom. Got it. So for you, the real GOAT, I love it. That's the link right there. So Facebook, screenshot that, put it in, but just go on YouTube, you'll find it. All right. Where's real GOAT? In reference to making, I'm using batch for skip tracing, calling a vacant, pre-foreclosure, and high equity. What? You probably need to, yeah, I'll call more people, go from there. And then tell me what script you're using. That'll probably help you a lot more. What are your thoughts on commercial properties? I have a seller with 2 commercial properties in Brooklyn, New York. Is it worth it? Find the cap rate. That will 100% really help you, dude. I mean, Joanna, sorry about that. Yes, wholesaling commercial is absolute killer. I love wholesaling commercial real estate. How do you work with your taxes? CPA, financial advisor. Every situation is crazy different. What do you think for bots for quality? I don't recommend bots at all. I like to be very personable. Who signs which contract? They both. So on the contract, there is where the seller and the buyer. You're the buyer. You sign that, and the seller signs the selling side. Best tips to get seller to lower price: build rapport, and don't say the price first. Simple as that. Have the seller always say the price first, because let's say the seller's bottom line will always be 100K, and you say 110. You lost out on 10K. But don't say the price first. Or if they force you to do it such a low offer that you offer like 70. And, they're like, oh, you do 100. Let's meet in the middle, 85. Okay. That's what I recommend. Don't say the price first. And if you have to say the price first, go for no. That's what I recommend. If you need help in Philly, sweet. Hit up Ralph. Asking $30,000. Okay, there it is. All right. Now I got it, bro. I got it, man. Their asking price is 30. Why are they having asking price of 30 if their mortgage is 63? That's kind of where I'm confused. Yeah, dude. If they're asking for 30,000, then they would have to pay 33. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, dude. Let me know what their asking price is. But with 63,000 there plus that, maybe you could sell the deal for 140. I don't know. I gotta kind of look at it and do some comps though. What would be your marketing plan for New York City? Is virtual wholesaling. That's it. I'd find a good market for virtual wholesaling, and then I'd basically go from there. That's kind of like what I would do. Gotta go. Thanks for everything, Zach. You're the best. Don't forget my username because I'll be watching all your videos. Sweet, man. I really appreciate it. Means so much. Ryan, what's up from San Diego? What is up? Harold asked, do I call landlines? Of course I call landlines. Why not? There's still money there. There's a lot of old people in Florida. So, of course, I'm going to be calling the landlines. They had basically an absolute killer list to do. I always recommend calling landlines. I think it's great. Teresa says, what if you have analysis paralysis? How do I get past that? It's one word, and it's action. That's really the only thing I could tell you is to get through analysis paralysis, you're just going to have to get past it with action, just going. That's it. Like, it's hard to say, but you just got to push it. Just go forward and go. That's all I could say. Action. I love that you're almost getting a little angry about the mentorship thing. There's definitely lots of leeches out there. I find myself watching only your videos now. Hey, there's coaches out there that give great like free content and they do $10,000 courses and there's no knocking them at all. They give great YouTube stuff. I'll recommend them all the time. But I really appreciate it though. I try my best to give the best value, but yeah, dude, I am putting gurus out of business and that is my goal and I will do it. I promise you, you look me in the eye in person and if I tell you I'm putting these gurus out of business, there's not an ounce inside of me right now that doesn't believe I can do it. It's a tough task, but I truly believe it. That's why I'm on here on live. I'm just trying to help as many people. I felt like if I go on live today, I could touch at least someone's life today. And hopefully I did. Hey, if I can just help one person become a better wholesaler at the end of this video than before, I hit my goal. That's it. One more question, brother. What really worked for you being on your own besides consistency? That'd be the first thing I say is consistency. A good work ethic. I worked my butt off. I absorbed every piece of knowledge and information possible. A lot more books back then, like 4 years ago, but really I absorbed as much free content as I could. And I kind of did the pieces myself and it was 100% worth it, not paying 10 grand for a course. Basically I took the 10 grand and kept it for my marketing more or less. Ooh, maybe scratch that up. All right. If I'm going to do virtual wholesaling, what is the best way to find and vet an assistant look for the deal to look at the deal? I would teach them how to comp. So onlinejobs.ph is pretty good. Upwork's really good too, but I don't recommend virtual assistants for comping. Maybe get a realtor, but I would comp yourself, man. If someone's interested in selling a property, then they hand it off to you. Your comp, like the comps you're going to deal with, are a lot less. So don't really worry about it. Can you mentor me? Yeah, dude. Let's do it. Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group. Easy as that. What is your offer formula? Basically, if I can make money on the deal, I'm putting under contract. Simple as that. If I'm making 5K on the deal, I'll make 5K. If I'm making 50, I'll make 50. That's kind of the way I look at it, if that makes sense at all. For probate, when they say it's still in probate, what do you say? That's okay. We could still get the property in Florida law. I could still get the property signed and I bring it to a judge and get that going here in Florida. So if they ask me if it's still in probate, I say, hey, no issues at all. Let's still get it signed. Easy as that. How long did it take you to close your first deal? It took me 2 weeks to talk to the seller, get on a contract, and then 3 weeks sold for more or less a month. But I got lucky. I was 17, bandit sign outside a high school wrestling tournament. Dream scenario. But oh my gosh, you give me goosebumps thinking about it. I love it. Talking about people's first deal just absolutely gets me pumped up all the time. What are your formulas for MAO? I see a million of them. ARV multiplied by 70% ARV minus repairs, minus what your wholesale fee is, maybe. Like, they're all over the place. I really don't like it. I think it's stupid. If you're going to make $1 grand on it, you're going to make $1 grand. If you're not, you're not. What title company will ask you? Be a little more specific on that, man. I did another video on what to expect from a title company. What they'll ask you basically is they'll ask the seller information, the seller contact information. Eventually, when you get the buyer's contact information, your information, your payment information, the seller's payment information, checking how the title work's going. More or less, that's kind of what they'll ask you. How do you estimate repair costs? That's a great one. I recommend that, Tomas, that you go call a bunch of handyman and really contractors and see how much the cost is to repair something. Hey, what's the cost to repair a new kitchen? What's the cost to repair, a new stove, like a new stovetop? What's the cost to do the flooring? And then you'll get more or less what it costs to repair things on certain zip codes and then certain square feet. How do you know if you can make money on a deal? Basically, I find out what the thing's worth, and then I figure out how much it will sell to a cash buyer for. So if they'll sell to a cash buyer willing to pay $150 for it, and I figure out they want to sell for $130, I make $20K. That's kind of how I figured out. Well, I'll try to make 30, 40, but that's really how I do it. Hey, I watched you with a collab of a couple different people and put all your styles together and made that $25,000 deal my first 2 weeks and more leads now. Thank you for not charging me. Bro, I don't want your money. I don't want your blood money. I'm good, man. Oh man, that's awesome, dude. Huge congrats. 25K. Woo! You're an absolute killer, man. Really, really. I love hearing stuff like that. Just guys, it's possible. That's one thing I can tell you. It is 100% possible to get your first wholesaling deal just watching this stuff. It's a 100%. Hopefully that's testimony enough, man. Really appreciate it. Have you ever wholesaled on market properties listed with agent? Yes. Not all the time, but we do some a year, and it's nothing crazy, but we still do them. Also, how do you start a conversation in probates? Oh, okay. Hey, Mrs. Heir to the property, whatever. Hey, are you looking to sell 123 Main Street? Simple as that. Hey, are you the owner of 123 Main Street? Yes. Okay. Well, are you looking to sell the property? I'm looking to buy it. I'm a cash buyer. I buy properties for cash. Simple as that. What's good title company, Wisconsin? I have no idea. What do you know about the Las Vegas market? Okay, so I know it's a really good market, but overall, I would say it's a little saturated for my comfort level. But there's so many guys out there doing really well. So it's a great market. I think if you're in there, you can easily still make money in wholesaling real estate. It's just a tad saturated. Not as saturated as Phoenix, but it's still a little saturated. Alrighty. I think I meant to ask you, how do you find somebody to look at the Oh, okay. Those are more or less like runners. Craigslist is basically what I would use to find someone who'd look at the property, not run comps. I would find you could use realtors, but Craigslist has been the best ones for me. And then Tomas says repair costs. Let me pull up the video for you. It would probably be easier. I did a full video on it. If it'll help you out, I think I answered the question, but no big deal. So let me pop it up here. Just basically, that's what I do. I literally typing in repair costs, flip with Rick, and that's basically it. So, that video's got 700 views. Jesus. It's actually pretty good. I don't look at any of my YouTube stats, so that might be it. But that's the link for the repair cost video. Oops, how do you pop up there? Thank you so much for your time and help, bro. I'm just here to help. That's all I want to do. It's very possible. Only allowed myself 4 weeks to learn. Ooh, okay. There's no analysis paralysis over here. I'm liking this. feel like McDonald's are saying I'm loving it. So I got to stop that. But 4 weeks to learn and put that information to work and came up $25,000 richer. And this is going to change my life. I had a dramatic life-changing situation happen. Bro, you are absolutely amazing. Let me know. Do you pay for mentorship or anything like that? That's, oh my gosh, that's absolutely crazy. Cool stuff, man. Man, you're gonna be pumped up. I feel like I'm gonna run 10 miles now. Like I'm just, I love it. I mean, truly from the bottom of my heart, man. I 100% believe that anyone get this. Anyone. I don't care what your age is, your height, your race, religion, like gender, like nothing is going to stop you from getting a real estate wholesaling deal. If you got an internet connection, you can do it. Or in person, you can do it. There's nothing stopping you from getting a real estate wholesaling deal. And I will literally say this for the rest of my life. I'm telling you, unless crazy legislation happens. But right now, as we're doing this live in this video, anyone can get into real estate wholesaling. It doesn't matter. If you got air in your lungs, you can wholesale real estate. Simple as that. What do you think about Colorado market? Depends on where in Colorado, but overall, there's guys in Colorado doing really well. So I had no choice but to find something. And thank you for everything, man. My mentor and God at this point, dude. That's all. It's what it's all about. It's about your family, and I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Do you know any wholesalers or flippers in Vegas I can connect to? The biggest guy I know there is like Ryan Pineda, maybe. Kayla buys houses over there too. She's pretty good. Utah market, Salt Lake City's saturated, but there's dudes, 7-figure wholesalers in there. I know, like killers. Salt Lake City is an absolute killer one. Central Valley, Stratton Brown. Get with that dude. He's really good. Got the comment late. Bro, haha, figure it out. I asked them for $30K and it might sell for $140 if I get it. Yeah, but if they owe $63,000 in mortgage, then they'll have to pay at the thing. That probably won't work. They'll probably ask for more like 70, hopefully. Bro, if it sells for 70, you'd make $70K. That's killer. What does your team look like? We've answered it. We got marketing VAs, we got managers for the leads, and then we got acquisitions people. Have you ran a marathon yet? Yes, dude. I did run my marathon a month ago. It was extremely hard to do, but I did it, and I can tell you from my experience, it was still easier than wholesaling real estate. Wholesaling's been the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, getting into it. Getting the knowledge to get into it. But yeah, man, I ran a marathon. Not that hard. Like, just train enough. It's not that. You just get numb to it, dude. Like, that's the way I did it. Like mile 10 to 24 was like a blur. Like I didn't even remember it. But yeah, man, I ran it. It was mile 24 to 26.2 were probably testing my limits. That's all I could say. I tested the limits of what my brain and body can do. But yeah, so basically a month ago I did that. It's cool that you remember that, man. That's something I've been training to do a while, but now that's over. I'm still running every day, but really getting back into weightlifting like crazy. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get into. And that's what I do. I dedicate about an hour a day to working out, and the rest I do whatever I want. So that's it. So will you lock something up lower than what the cash buyer has paid before? Yes. So if you mean I get locked up for 100K with the cash buyer, I have it on contract for 70, and I would maybe try to get a reduction at 60. Yes, it's possible. In our assignment of contracts, that's why I recommend ours. We actually have language in there. www.flipwithrick.com/contract. You can actually download it absolutely for free. I'll have language in there, so you're absolutely allowed to do that. And if a cash buyer usually pays 100 for it, of course, you lock it down lower so you get the assignment. Does PropStream work? Yes. ListREI.com 100% works. 100%. Thanks, Zach. I feel pumped up also. You're great. I very much appreciate Barbara, I appreciate you. Truly, like, if you guys aren't asking those questions, what would I be doing here for 2 hours? Like, I think we're almost 2 hours in here. Like, what would I be doing for 2 hours? Just sitting here, twiddling my thumbs, talking about I like real estate. Like, without you guys, I would absolutely not be here at all doing anything. So hey, I don't know what I'd be doing. There's no football on. There's no MMA on. It's a rough one out there right now for sports. But NBA coming back. But I usually watch the Heat for the playoffs. But yeah, sports a little bit of drought in sports right now. So I don't even know what I'd be fishing right now, honestly. But that's probably what I'd be doing. But yeah, I fish all the time, so I got plenty of time to fish. Don't even worry. But I appreciate you, Barbara. Thank you so much. No, I didn't pay for anything because you didn't charge me. And thank goodness, because I was negative. I had 80K a year job and got badly hurt, went into debt and no income for the year. And now this. Thank you, bro. Now I need you to start hammering more. Let's push it 6 figures this year. And then, hey, the world is your oyster, bro. 7 figures. You can easily do it, man. Really appreciate it. Reach out to me on Instagram at Flip with Rick. Love to talk to you more, man. That's a great story. What's going on here? For follow-ups, do you start the conversation about the house or just check up on them? I just check up on them. It's more about the person in the house. It's the truth. Thank you so much, Zach. You are a blessing. Stay blessed. I'm going to make this happen. Bro, you're the blessing. Thank you so much for, helping me out here. Like the support you guys are giving here is absolutely amazing. Could I JV with you and have a property under contract in the Fort Pierce, St. Lucie area? Yeah, man. No worries. Go Instagram message me, and I'll send it to my acquisitions guy. Is there a downside to getting a real estate license so I can list properties for people that aren't motivated to sell fast? Yes, you'd have to say you're a real estate. It's honestly, the cons is the time issue and some of the marketing. So you do have to disclose you're a realtor, but I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. I mean, if you're solo, why not? Like, I don't think it hurts. But I mean, there's a million pros and cons to it. But I'm not licensed. I don't think I ever am going to be licensed, but you never know what the future holds. But yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. I'm neutral on it, really. But you could list properties, I guess, but it'll change your mindset shift. Maybe I don't even know. What's the best way to find off-market properties? I recommend driving for dollars. Probably the best bang for your buck. And then what you do is you go drive around, find properties that don't look good, are distressed. Maybe the windows are cracked. Maybe the stucco's cracked. The grass is really high. That's my favorite. Write that address down, maybe on voice memos or like a notepad you got. Go to the property appraiser site, find the owner of that. Go to truepeoplesearch.com, find their phone number. Call them and ask if they're the owner of that property. Hey, is this Ryan Delk? Hey, are you looking to sell your property? I'm looking to buy them. I'm looking to buy properties cash. Have a conversation from there. Meet them at the house. Have a conversation. Go to www.flipwithrick.com/contract. Download my free contract and free assignment of contract. Have them sign on the seller side on a price. Let's say $100,000. Go talk to a cash buyer. Find them. Pretty easy to do. Facebook's probably a really good one for you right now. And then walk them to the property. Try to sell it to them for $120. Have them buy it for $120. Make sure they do a $1,000 non-refundable deposit to the title company. And then from there, you will make $20,000 at closing day. Simple as that. That was a little wordy, but yeah, that's what I would say. Are the Texas markets still good markets to start? Brittany, come on. Texas is absolutely an amazing market to do. Like, depends where in Texas, but everywhere in Texas is an amazing market right now. Oh my gosh, I did not read the rest. I'm really sorry. I got to read the full thing and then answer. Dallas, come on. Dallas, DFW. Don't do only Dallas. Do the DFW. Find the right zip codes. Brittany, you're an amazing market. You can absolutely make 7 figures in wholesaling in Dallas. You can easily do it. Ivan says, what is your marathon time? I think it was around 4 hours. That's what like. It wasn't like anything crazy. Like I remember once in the marathon, I had to answer a important phone call. But like it was like 4 hours. Like it wasn't something nutty, but like respectable. Will Rick start making more videos? Yeah, Rick's on at least 3 videos a week. Don't worry. Will you ever fix and flip or become a landlord? Just focus. I'm a landlord. I own plenty of real estate rentals. Are you kidding me? We do plenty, and we do flip. We do fix and flips, and we do own land. We do own rentals, and we do a lot of creative financing too. That's Flip with Rick, baby. Like, I'm teaching you to become a full real estate investor. Come on. We're teaching you everything in real estate wholesale, real estate investing. That's including wholesaling, creative finance, fix and flipping, rentals, everything. Wholesaling is kind of the primary focus, but we do talk about creative financing. We talk about everything in real estate because I'm a real estate investor. I'm a wholesaler also, but I'm a real estate investor first and foremost. And that's what I'll always be. And that's what I'm trying to help everyone be. Best place to pull list, listrei.com. I get this question a lot, so I'm just keeping on here. And basically skip tracing SMS, Zach.com, and then for dialing Zencall, XENCALL.com. I feel like I'm in the spelling bee. Well, what is it? Was it pronoun, word of origin? It's just funny. Is that an adjective? Is that a verb? Oh my God, I cracked myself up. Hey everyone, just came in the stream. What's up, Taylor? What's up? Lucas says, do I have to wait until the probate case is closed to assign the contract? What if the property has unpaid taxes? Is that on me as the wholesaler or the end buyer? The unpaid taxes would be on the seller. And depending on your state, you can close or you can sign a contract before the probate's done, depending on state you're in. Thank you. Thank you so much for making these, bro. I really appreciate it. You are changing lives and not charging anything for it. That's the goal. That's what I'm trying. Let me know, guys. Do you want me to do more lives or do you guys like more of the recorded stuff? Let me know. I'm considering doing like one of these like every week, but they'd be based on a topic. Like I'll have a cash buyers one, I'll have a marketing one, I'll have an acquisitions one, I'll have a creative finance one. That's what I'm starting to think maybe. Let me know. Did the list source hack pull the partial list by county? What's a good number to dictate the difference between an oversaturated market and a hot market? Depends on how many wholesalers are in that market and how tough the competition is. That's what I'd say. What marketing method would you use first for contact and probates? I would use probate mailers and I would cold call. I would love to share my story just to show people you don't need anything to start this business. I'm proof. I was negative on all cards and had no here in my house in dead of winter in Maryland. Oh, heat. Oh my gosh. Yikes. I'm loving your stuff. Thank you so much. That is an absolutely amazing story. We'd absolutely love it if you cold call some sellers on live and make videos of it. All right, we'll get it going. Does the title company send you the check after closing? Yes. Or you can go there, pick it up. I recommend going there, pick it up so you get the testimonial with the seller though. Do you have any videos on how to present an offer? Of course I do. It's on the acquisitions. So do acquisitions, space flip with Rick. Should be on there pretty easily. What CRM do I use? I use Podio. Literally, actually on Podio, I think that's my second most popular video. If you go onto Flip with Rick space Podio, do a whole guide how to do it for free. It's like an hour, but it's jam-packed. It'll show you how to do it all for free. People usually have to pay $500 for like a Podio built out for you. I show you how to do it for free for an hour. And that's what I do. I'm trying to put these guys out of business. I told you, look at my eye. I'm doing this for real, man. I will do it. And I know some gurus and coaches are watching this right now. Look at me right now. I'm putting you out of business. Everything's going to be for free. You guru coach watching this, get the stuff for free, or I'm just going to do it for you. Simple as that. Emmy says, if cash buyer bought for a certain price, couldn't it possibly that they bought from a wholesaler? So if it deals at a higher price, or is it posted in the tax record for the price, including the fee? Your assignment will not be public. For the cash buyer, what price they buy it for, yes, it will be on the tax records. So if they know that they are usually buying things like 3.2s, 1,000 square feet from you for $100,000, and you offer one for 120, if it's a deal, it's a deal. Like they either got to take it or not. You're selling stuff. That's it. More lives. All right, I like it. Is land something I can wholesale? Yes, you can. 100%. Search land space flip with Rick. That's it. We have some older ones that are like 4 months old from land. About to release also. We're recording so much content here. It's insane. But basically, we have a complete land wholesaling guide in the next 2 weeks. It should pop up on there. Rick did it. I sat him down. He literally gave everything he knew about land. Some killer stuff on there. I'm really excited to release the hounds on that one. Live so we can ask questions and get clarity. Sweet, sweet, sweet. More lives. All right. I guess you guys have you've spoken. Now you're a little biased because you're on the live, but I know what you guys doing. I love the lives, man. Also look like it makes you happier too. Dude, I'm happy all the time. I literally say this every single time, and I truly mean it. Every day above ground is an amazing day, which basically means if you're not deceased and you're alive right now, it's a beautiful day. That's the way I look at it. It's all about your perspective. Like, think about if you lived 2,000 years ago. Like, come on. Like, life was a lot tougher back then. Like, you got, oh my gosh, tetanus was oh my gosh. Like, you got one person sneezed on you, you could be dead. Smallpox, like, come on. Like, we're living the greatest time ever to be alive. 100%. I'm happy all the time. Always happy to hear stories like you, man. That's always makes me happy. If you cancel the contract and the title company has been doing the title search, who pays for the title work? They've done if you cancel. Most of the time, if you send a lot of deals to the title company, they'll be okay with it. Especially do a memorandum or something, they'll hold it for you. Lives are awesome, but honestly, all are super. Thanks for what you do, Z. Thanks. Appreciate it. I don't think I've been called Z before. I like it. Having PropStream, Deal Machine, and Podio, is that having the same stuff? No. PropStream, aka listrei.com, is for pulling lists. Also, that has a free drawing for dollars inside of it. Deal Machine only has drawing for dollars. They do skip tracing, but it's kind of expensive. And Podio is a free CRM for you. Lives. Would you share which markets you wholesale in Florida? St. Lucie County, Florida. Boom. For probates, do you contact the case? Actually, St. Lucie County and South. For probates, do you contact the cases from the past 30 days or cases from the past 30 days is the most I'll do. I do it weekly. I just set up the Podio today. Sweet. I love it. Yeah, I watched the Podio video. I'm freaking loving my Podio setup right now, and I'm using pad and pen. Sweet. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you right now. That's it. And also, you don't have to use the same exact Podio system that I do. You can use mine as a framework and then customize it. The way my brain works is 100% different than the way your brain works. So I set it up the way that my brain works. I like the conveyor belt left to right. It's the way I think. But that's it. What do you think about Jerry Norton? I think Jerry Norton's a great dude. When working with real estate agents, is it better to do assignment or double closing? Deals in Georgia, assignment. You gotta be very transparent that you're a wholesaler. You're going to make an assignment on it, but yeah, should do fine. How do you advertise the property or the contract if you're a licensed agent? Would you still have to say contract for sale? Yes, that's what I do. See, you get it. Taylor, you get it. You're selling the contract. You're not selling the property. Easy as that. There's people flipping properties all the time. Realtors are doing it. Appreciate all the free information you provide, brother. Thank you, bro. Jonathan, you're a beast. Thank you so much. These lives are litty. All right. Stick with the lives. All right. Sweet. Hi. What's up? What's up? Part 2 question. Hey, give me 50 parts. Let's do it. 2-point questions. See if I do 2 points on this. When you were in college, what was your 24-hour process to make a lot of calls? I call from 2 to 7. Basically, in the mornings, I'll do my talking to sellers, doing follow-ups, locking up deals, do class. And then after 7, I'll probably work out. And then 9 to whatever, I'll just hang out with my friends, do fun college stuff. But that's it. It's not that complicated. I make a list on paper first from PropStream earlier in the day, then 3 to 6. I make calls. Is that better, more efficient way for me to make more calls or make it simpler for myself? Yeah, you can do that. I like 2 to 7 just because it's more cold calling time, but that's me. If you don't have that big of a list, then sure. But yeah, that sounds great. It's whatever time works for you. That's it. The best time to cold call is the best time that works for you consistently. How do you scale quality data to market? Listia.com is what I use. How do you scale quality data to SMS and scale? Basically, Listia has got the best like scale data quality, and then SMS scaling, you just got to pay more for it. But yeah, you just send more text out. That's it. Make the equity bigger if you want to scale it up more text, but that's really it. Do a lot of niche lists. They're great. Lives. How do you recommend finding buy and hold investors? That's going to take REI, like Real Estate Investing Association meetings to go to. A little crazier to do, but that's probably what I do. And then for buy and hold, Facebook Marketplace, and then scrubbing the cash sales on listia.com, finding people that are buying properties all cash, that are holding on to properties. Going to take a lot of vetting and cold calling to do, but that's the best way to do it. Jonathan, you're on the live. You're learning for free. If you go to Wholesaling Houses for Real, that is my free Facebook course and mastermind type thing. It's the largest mastermind in wholesaling real estate. And the reason I say that is because I do a weekly live at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time every single week on Zoom, which I know none of y'all other big Facebook groups doing because I got to outwork all these gurus. But yeah, teach it for free. No problem about that. Lucas, what's up, Lucas? That's cool. That's cool, bro. That's a cool, like, icon thing on there. I know how to do most of what is required, but I get nervous when it comes to execution. How do I gain confidence to contact the sellers? Search confidence space flip with Rick. There's a great confidence video. But really the best confidence is practice. That's it. The more time you put into it, the easier it's going to be. That's it. It's like shooting a free throw. You're going to be not as confident to shoot the free throws. You're not going to be as good. Like watching Kobe shoot a free throw, like for game winners, like, or then the games online. Like, dude, he's got all the confidence. He spent so much time in the gym. Like, rest in peace, Kobe. But he spent so much time in the gym practicing, like since he was like an unbelievable young age, like in the gym doing free throws. Like he had so much practice that dude ain't nervous. And his desire to win, like, was bigger. His desire to win was way bigger than his desire to be nervous. That's it. And from what Kobe says too, I'm butchering what his quotes are, but he's like, dude, I'm not scared to miss a free throw. Like, I've missed free throws in front of thousands and millions of people before. He ain't nervous for that. That's it. Thanks for the support, Lucas. What's up? How many times do you recycle your call list? Every 4 months. Does a memorandum of agreement expire? A lot of properties are held up here because of that. Most of the time, no. I'm in the Phoenix market, and I feel like that's saturated. What kind of list do I start with? Extremely niche list. Phoenix is very saturated. I'd recommend like a divorce list, water shutoff lists, probates, code violations, but there's not a list in Phoenix that no one's going to pull. You're going to deal with people, and you're just going to have to deal with it. Rapport and being very good at just building rapport would be the best one for you. What is your first cold call like? Were you nervous? Bro, I was so nervous. I asked the guy if he was interested in selling his property. He said no, and I went to the next one. That was my first cold call. You guys might think like, hey, I did my first cold call and the guy said yes and it made $100,000. That's what a coach would say with his Lamborghini and stuff. Like, hey, really quick, do I got a Rolex on? Like, I'm not this big ego guy. Like, I make good money wholesaling, like, but I'm not going to go spend that all and try to brag about it. Like, that's not me. Like, I'm telling you, I started out, didn't get a first deal on my first cold call. It took me a while, over 1,000 to get my first deal from cold calling, but it was great. Luis, all of them are great. Probate's my favorite. Drawing for dollars is next. Then absentee would be next. But you're going to have the least amount of leads from probate. The second amount of leads, you have more leads on drawing for dollars, and then you have way more leads on absentee owner. Jasmine says, what's up, Jasmine? Does the house we want to wholesale have to be distressed? No, it can be perfectly good. Still make money on it. Just wholesaling a house right now, it's like perfect on the inside. We're going to make like 30K on it. Thanks. Thank you, Eric. John, how do you consistently pull fresh quality data in a market, though? I use listia.com. That's it. Pull the probates, call the code violations. I mean, if the people are still getting divorces, which will happen probably forever, I'll still have a list to pull in the divorce. If people are still unfortunately passing away, there will always be a probate list. It's always fresh. Straight from the courthouse or listia.com. listrei.com. How do you consistently pull lists without getting the same properties? Most of the time, it's the same properties. And you can filter them through PropStream. Pretty cool. They'll do it for you. And that's why I like listrei.com. And I'll contact the same person like every single quarter or every single month. And then 1 month they hit and I get the deal. What qualifies as bad market for wholesaling? New York City, San Fran, maybe Los Angeles. Like, that's basically it. How can you pull probates on PropStream? You can't. You have to go to the courthouse and do it, but it's free. It's a good thing. What would you say is a good title company for a beginner? You would have to go find the good title company. I recommend you go network with a lot of really good wholesalers in your market and ask them what title company they use. That's probably the one I would use. On that house, you said that was good inside, but you're still going to make money on it. Are you going to list it, wholesale it? What investor? I'm going to wholesale that one, probably make 30 to 35. I mean, the market right now, we might make 40 on it, but that's really it. All right, guys. So, and then most deals I do, I don't post about them. Like, I'll only post ones I get lessons on, like really important, funny ones. So that's really it. So we're coming up here, 2 hours, 11 minutes. Got no more questions. So basically what I'm going to do here is just thank everybody. And actually, let's pop this one up. Yomov says, I'm in a mentorship, not worth it, honestly. Definitely regretting it. Hey, if you had to spend $7,000 just to find me, I honestly believe that it's actually worth it. That's what I have to say. All right, let me get these. I got these questions in. There's a very distressed house about a block from where I live. It's complete gut. A huge fire happened. How would you handle fire damage property? Fire damage space flip with Rick on YouTube. Basically tell you all of it. I don't have an hour to really go into it right now on it, but basically I would reverse wholesale, find a cash buyer who's willing to buy a fire damage property, see how much they're willing to buy it for. Lock it up from there. I'm in Cape Coral. How do I reach out to you? At Flip with Rick on Instagram. So that's it, guys. No more questions. Sorry about that, but got to hop off here. But I really appreciate you guys watching this. I basically time blocked 2 hours in, but obviously I'm trying to help as many people as possible. So thank you guys so much for providing just value for me and helping me out in my life. And obviously you guys blessed me beyond compare. So thank you so much for the support. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys more. And I really appreciate it. So wait. That's it. So I was just seeing some comments, but thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. We got a podcast tomorrow. So see you guys there.